Today I'm replacing my older security camera that I have with the new Reolink Atlas PT Ultra with a solar panel. It's super easy to install. It has a built-in battery that lasts up to 500 days. It rotates 360 degrees, delivers 4K resolution with stunning image quality both day and also night. It's waterproof and it can be connected to the Home Hub Pro, which lets us link up to 24 cameras anywhere on our home Wi-Fi network with all the recordings centralized right over here. It's cool, let's go for it. The installation is straightforward. Inside the package we will find, besides the camera of course, all the accessories that we need. Now, in my case, I'll be using the solar panel because I don't want to run any cables in that location there. It's just in the middle of my wall here on the backyard. So first, I removed my old Reolink Argus PT, which even after 6 years is still working fine. The only complaint I've got about it, and although is with this aspect, because 6 years outside, rain, sunshine, but it's still working great. The only complaint I have is that it's not compatible with the Home Hub Pro, which is something that I love, and we will be talking about it in just a few moments. But since I have already a solar panel installed and the old mounting holes matched, I didn't need to drill anything for the panel. So I just marked and mounted the new Atlas PT Ultra bracket, added the wall plugs and screws. That was it. In about 5 minutes or so, everything was fully installed, and now I just removed to record this video, but once I finish I just need to go there, put it back in. Once I finish the installation, all I need to do is to open the Reolink app, which we already know, and add the new camera. The process is super simple. I just initially add it as a standalone camera, which is one of the available options. Reolink has more than 50 different cameras for different purposes, and if I want to grab one of these, just this one right over here, I don't need anything else, then I can do that. And then after a few months, if I want to grab a new model, I can do that and it will add to my app. I will still be recording on the micro SD card, add a third, add a fourth, and later on, and this is the flexibility that I love on the Home Hub Pro, if I decide that I already have 4 or 5 cameras and I want to centralize everything on a hard drive instead of the SD card or micro SD card, I can just add it to my network. It will discover all the cameras that I have and it will centralize everything, and that's really awesome. So what I did was, after configuring as an individual camera, and it has one feature as an individual camera which is different when paired with the Home Hub Pro, which I will get there. After doing some tests, what I did was to include on the Home Hub Pro, which is really easy. We just need to press the add on the Home Hub Pro and that is it. It will scan and it will add, and it will centralize everything and record all the footages on the hard drive, and we will have access on the app and also on a display if we want. And although it comes with a 2 terabyte hard drive right over here, we can go up to 16 terabytes. So it's flexible. I don't need to get it, but if I want later on, I can without doing a huge investment. I'm loving the experience that I'm having with it for the past 8-9 months or so. A lot of flexibility and wow. Now the image quality on this camera is awesome. During the day it's super sharp, and one standout feature is the auto tracking. When it detects someone, it will follow and record our movement. That's really cool. At night it's like daytime thanks to the 4K Color X technology, which we have seen previously, but it's always nice to see, and it will significantly improve the brightness. Even in total darkness it will improve a lot, and yes, that's a huge plus for a surveillance camera. It also supports infrared and has a spotlight, but even without it, it performs really well. Another cool thing is that it records 10 seconds before any motion is detected, so it won't miss anything. And one of the questions that you ask frequently is, hey Robert, does a battery camera will record 24/7? Usually they don't. This is one of the few, probably the only camera with a battery that I know that records 24/7. At least it has that option, but it has a drawback, and it's not the energy. This is more than enough to power during the day, record during multiple nights. Actually, without any power, we can get a 500 days without power, having in mind that we will record up to 300 seconds per day. If we record more, then the days will be less. I found an issue so far, and I hope that it's fixed on the firmware, which is when I configured the camera as an individual camera with the micro SD card here, I have the option to record 24/7, which is really cool. It's one of the functions that I love on this camera. The downside is that when I connect to the Home Hub Pro at the moment of the recording, we lose the option to record 24/7. So it's a drawback for those that have the Home Hub Pro. Hope that this is something that can be fixed via firmware so that everyone, including the Home Hub Pro users, can take advantage of this feature, which is really cool. Nonetheless, if you use without the 24/7, it will record before the action happens because it's watching everything. It will record during the action and post action. Now, the Reolink app, it's already well known here on the channel. We have done quite a few videos. It has a lot of features, but it's still really easy to use. We can view any of our cameras live or watch recorded footage, control the camera's full 360 movement in this particular case, set up, for example, preset positions for one-click access, which I did create for just to show how easy it is, or create automatic patrol routes. It also includes person and pet detection, video recording options, alarms, notifications, which is really cool. If we enable, then when someone passes on that area of the camera, it will send a push notification to our phone, and that's really cool. Build quality, it is really awesome. After 6 years of having this model, this one right over here is really well built, and to me, since I did pick it up, it looks like a power bank. This zone right over here, it's quite heavy. The stand that we put on the wall, it's completely metal, and I believe that it's because of the weight. It actually is a 20,000 milliamp power bank. By the way, it also has the speaker right over here so that we can talk in both ways. Right over here we have the micro SD card option. There's the USB Type-C and power button. Here is where we connect the solar panel, or if you want to power it directly to USB Type-C charging, it's also an option. But in my case, I want it outside without any cables, so a solar panel is the best thing. Now, if we are using the Home Hub Pro, besides being able to see everything on our app, on our phone, we will be also able to see everything that is going on. If we connect the Home Hub Pro to any display, to any TV, we will have the image of all the cameras up to a maximum of 24. That being said, I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did so, don't forget that usual thumbs up right over there, which is really appreciated on this side of the screen. My name is Roberto Jorge, and as always, I'll see you on the next one. Not really sure where I'm going to put the old Argus PT that I've got right over here, but I'm not throwing it away. To me, it doesn't make sense to throw away things that are working, and honestly, I believe that I'm going to find a spot. I'm going to keep it using, although it's not compatible with Home Hub Pro. It still functions great. Image quality obviously is not as good as things that we have today. One of my curiosities as well is that 6 years have passed. How many more years will I be able to use, since this is a camera that's with the elements on rain, on sun, it doesn't snow here, so basically water and sun, but still. And this is a factor that if this lasts for so long in terms of quality, in terms of the Reolink cameras, not only this one, it's almost a proof that they are doing things well. So let's see.